Welcome to Joey's Tech. In this video, you are going to learn about Python closures. I'm going to explain the entire concept of Python closures from the basics step by step using a program. So if you want to understand this concept from its roots, then do watch this video till the end. Do not miss any step, as that's going to create a huge gap in your understanding. I'll move to Pycharm now, where I'll begin the explanation. You can also open it on your machine right now to code along with me, as it is going to boost your learning. Before we begin, I request you to subscribe to my channel Joey's Tech and hit the bell icon, because that way you won't miss out on any of the videos that I make. That will help you grow exponentially in Python. Before you go into closures, you need to understand what nested functions are in Python. A function within a function is called a nested function. Let's first code that. So first we'll create a function. So we are going to use the def keyword, and then we are going to create a function known as credit_card that is going to have an argument name. Within this function credit_card, we are going to create another function and we'll call it the message. Within the body of this function, the message, we are going to print a message. So it will be curly brackets, you have been issued a credit card. We are going to use format to pass name as the parameter to replace these curly brackets, and finally we are going to call this message function. Then we are going to write our main function. So Pycharm does it for us by simply typing the keyword main, and then we are going to call this credit card function, and as the value of the parameter name, I will pass the string Joey. Now let's run this program and check the output. So you can see that the output Joey, you have been issued a credit card, is getting printed on the console. What happened here? You can see that the message here is the nested function because it is within the body of the outer function, which is credit card. You can see that we have passed a value to this argument of the outer function credit_card Joey. This value along with this message that we put inside the nested function, the message, is getting printed on the console when the inner function, the message, is called. The point to note here is that the inner function, the message, or the nested function, the message, is able to access the value of this variable name, which is defined in the enclosing function or the outer function, which in our example is credit_card. This variable name is called a non-local variable, and it is a read only by default. So all you have to remember at this point in time is that an enclosed function, which is the message in our case, can access a variable of the enclosing function, which is credit_card in our example. In Python it is like that. Now we do a minor change in this program of ours. What we do is, instead of directly executing this nested function within the body of the outer function credit card, we return it. So let's change it. So first I'll remove these brackets, and then I'll simply write the return keyword. Now over here in the main function, we are going to amend the code a bit. So we will write credit_card_holder equals to credit_card, to which we'll pass Joey only. You may call this credit_card_holder as a variable or an object. Everything in Python is an object, and when we talk about functions, they are the first class objects. In the next line, we are going to call this credit card holder object like a function. So we'll simply comment this line out and we'll write credit_card_holder, and we are going to put brackets just like we put when we call a normal function. Let's run the program and check what's the output. So I'm going to click on this play button. You can see that the output is the same. See the magic over here. The outer function is returning the inner function, which means the credit_card function is returning the message function enclosed within its body, which is then being assigned to this object credit_card_holder. And when we call this credit card holder, we are getting the same output that we were getting when we were executing the inner function, that means the message, within the body of the outer function credit card. What's happening over here? The call to the credit card function is finished in this line of code. You can see over here. The variable name that was declared in this function, the variable name I'm talking about, and that was declared within this function is gone out of scope now, because the execution of this function is finished in this line of code. Still, the value of the variable name is being displayed when we call this function object credit_card_holder. This, my friend, is possible using closures. A closure in Python is when a function is bundled with the environment in which it was created. This environment consists of any non-local variable that was in scope when this function was created. So in our case, the non-local variable is name. The credit card holder is a reference to the instance of the function, the message, which was created when credit card first ran. Now the instance of the function, the message, maintains a reference to its environment within which the variable name is stored. Remember, the variable name is stored within the environment to which our nested function, the message, maintains a reference to. And why that happens? Because the message is an enclosed function that can access the variable declared initialized in the enclosing scope. This is the reason why the variable name remains available for use even after the outer function has gone out of scope. The message has its scope inside the credit_card function, but using closures, we are extending its scope beyond its enclosing function. To form a closure, you must implement a nested function. We have already done it over here. So that's the first requirement. Now, the enclosing function should return the enclosed function. So over here that is happening. The enclosing function is returning the enclosed function, and the enclosed function must use a variable of the enclosing function. So that is also happening over here. With this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope I was able to explain Python closures to you. Do let me know in case of any questions related to Python closures. I look forward to helping you with Python programming. And only for this video, goodbye and take very good care of yourself.